Today on September 28th, Archangel Michael says, "I will never talk to you if you skip me now. Big tragedy is coming your way. I am trying to save your life. You will receive $7,770,000,000 money into your bank account. Open it immediately. My beloved child, before you even blink, breathe in and listen closely because this moment is not ordinary. It's a corridor in time and you are standing at the hinge where what has resisted you must finally let go and what has waited for you must finally arrive. So do not scroll. Do not look away. Keep your eyes here and your heart open because what I say will not be repeated and what you receive will not be taken back. I am Michael. The one who fights for you when you don't know there's a fight. The one who stands at your door when night grows long, the one who has tried again and again to get your attention with gentle tugs, quiet signs, strange coincidences that felt like whiskers and yet you brushed them off because life is loud and pain is persuasive. But today I am not whispering. I am speaking to you as if your name were a bell in my hands and I am ringing it over the waters of your life until the waves remember who you are. Listen. Here is a storyline that has stalked you, old patterns, old fears, old faces in new masks, and it has tried to make you believe that your tomorrow is just your yesterday in a different outfit. But heaven is not recycling your sorrow. Heaven is rewriting your pages, and I was sent to put a sword through the lie that says nothing will change because everything is changing the moment you agree to believe it. You have been asking for a sign you can't miss. So here it is in bright letters. You will not be late to what belongs to you and you will not be early to what would break you. You will be right on time to the door that was made with your measurements and marked with your initials, and when you arrive the lock will already be turning because I will have turned it. Do not be distracted by the noise of doom, the rumors of tragedy, the staged scenes that fear performs to steal your focus because the only tragedy that was hunting you was the one that wanted you to live a small life when a vast one was your birthright, and I am here to cancel it, rout it, confound it, and escort you past it. When I say I am trying to save your life, I mean I am saving you from the version of you that settles, the version of you that shrinks, the version of you that apologizes for shining. You felt forgotten, didn't you? You looked at other people's breakthroughs and asked, God, did you skip me? But the timetable of heaven is not a traffic light. It is a river, and some bends in the river are quiet because the water is gathering speed for the falls ahead. You are approaching those falls. The acceleration you're about to feel will confuse the ones who built their opinions of you during your slow season, but you won't have time to explain what glow feels like to those committed to gloom. I see the account of your life, and there is a figure written across it in laughing gold, $7,770,000,000. You think that number is about money, and in part it is, but it is more than currency. It is capacity. It is doors. It is relationships. It is contracts and clearings and settlements and sudden yes answers where no used to be automatic. It is the kind of favor that turns elevators into ground floors and makes time itself behave for you. Do not haggle with heaven about how it manifests. Say I receive and let God surprise you with the route. Let me hand you a key made of sentences. Speak this out under your breath right now. I refuse the repeat. I accept the release. I step into the room where I am expected. When you say it, watch how the atmosphere in your chest changes, as if an invisible window is opening and fresh air is moving over thoughts that were stale with worry. That lightness you feel is not imagination. It is a clearance. There are 3 doors I have been instructed to bring you to. The first is the door of clean breaks. On the other side are ends that bless you, ends that do not bleed you, ends that do not drag your feet through glass, ends that end like perfectly punctuated sentences. You will walk away from certain agreements without bitterness, and you will be thanked for leaving because your absence will teach them what your presence carried. The second is the door of wild invitations. Prepare for names you never expected to know yours, rooms you never thought would welcome you, tables that had long guest lists but suddenly shuffled the cards just to add your seat. The third is the door of unspectacular miracles, the daily wonders that stack like bricks and build a future so steady you can rest your entire family on it. Do you feel the pull to pay attention? Good. Because attention is the currency of transformation, and today your attention is sowing a harvest of outcomes. That is why I said I would stop chasing you if you insisted on running, because miracles are not for the sprinting heart but for the open one. I won't shout forever, but I will speak now with such clarity that you won't need me to repeat it later. You are being moved from delay to delivery. The tracking number is already live in the spirit, and the status just updated from in transit to out for delivery. Expect the knock. Expect the email that doesn't play coy. Expect the call that begins with apology and ends with opportunity. Expect the idea that arrives so softly it feels like you always knew it. That idea will become the bridge between where you are and where your legacy begins. Do not argue with peace when it comes. You are good at wrestling with problems, but you must become excellent at receiving answers. Train your nervous system to feel safe with success. Let your shoulders lower. Unclench your jaw. Drink water like it's a prayer. Rest like it's an investment. Small obediences will multiply into large freedoms, and large freedoms will make your generosity gravitational. People will orbit your life and feel their own horizons widen just by being near you. There is someone who doubted you in private, a voice that repeated, "They talk big but deliver small," and heaven is arranging a demonstration that requires no speech from you. Your results will defend you better than any argument could. Your quiet will be louder than their noise. Your fruits will be the receipts. Smile. Give waving. Let winds explain you. Now hear this promise and keep it like a secret letter inside your pocket. You will not go broke obeying God. The path you are choosing today may look costly at first glance, but it refunds itself in ways banks cannot measure: time returned, favor unlocked, reputation repaired, health restored, laughter unboxed. Watch the strange math of grace take what others would spend 10 years building and place it in your hands with 10 months of focused obedience. When you see the number again 7,770,000,000, do not bow to superstition, bow to gratitude. Say, "This is a sign that doors are heavy with blessing and hinges are oiled." Then get practical. Clean your inbox. Answer the message you've ignored because you feared joy. Update the old proposal with new boldness. Bush sand. Make the call without rehearsing sadness as a backup plan. That is how you cooperate with favor. I will not carry you like a child who refuses to walk. I will walk beside you like a friend who refuses to leave. I will put my hand on your back when you hesitate and my shield in front of you when you move. I will warn you when flattery disguises theft, and I will amplify you when humility disguises power. I will not fight your willingness, but I will fight your resignation. So, beloved, this is the moment we trade excuses for execution. Put your hand over your heart and say, I choose the life that is choosing me. Feel how your name stretches inside your own mouth like a flag catching wind. That's not the acrox. That's alignment. You are not late. You are not lost. You are not lesser. You are precisely where an old season ends and a beautiful responsibility begins. If you stay with me for these next days, you will see alignments that make no earthly sense, but they will become stories your grandchildren repeat. You will forgive what made you heavy, not because it deserved forgiveness, but because your destiny deserves lightness. You will outgrow the room where you learn to make yourself small, and you will step into the one where you learn to make others tall. I bless the work of your hands to be dignified, the thoughts of your mind to be clear, the beat of your heart to be steady, the conversations of your life to be fruitful, and the sleep in your nights to be healing. I bless your doorstep with good news, your phone with kind messages, your bank with honest increase, your calendar with meaningful commitments, your kitchen with laughter, your mirror with mercy. And when the breakthrough arrives dressed like ordinary Tuesday clothes, do not say, "This can't be it." Smile and say, "I knew you were coming." Your gratitude will double the blessing. Your readiness will speed the cycle. Your courage will seal the season. Walk now. It is open. The pen is in your hand. Write the next line like someone who remembers that heaven has already signed the bottom of the page. I am with you, child. I am for you. I am done dragging you. I am delighted to walk with you. Say yes and we begin. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Lean in, beloved, because I am not finished speaking life over you, and I refuse to let your destiny be narrated by the loudest fear in the room when heaven has already written a calmer, kinder, braver story for you to walk inside like a tailored suit that finally fits perfectly and makes you stand taller without trying. You have no idea how many invisible battles were won last night with your name stitched into the banners of victory, how many traps snapped shut on empty air because you did not arrive. How many storms lost their thunder because peace sat down beside you and said, "Stay." I saw you standing at the edge of your own promise like someone holding a key and wondering if it's rude to open the door. And I am telling you, turn it. Turn it like you mean it. There is a corridor of green lights waiting for the first decision. And after that, acceleration will feel like grace, not pressure. The opportunities that used to tease you from a distance are stepping closer like faithful friends. And the conversations you used to rehearse in your head are about to become rooms that remember your name when you enter. You won't need to shout. Favor will do the speaking for you and results will do the introductions. This is what I meant when I said I am trying to save your life. I am saving you from hesitating when heaven is saying now, there is a ledger open in the courts of glory. And beside your name is still that gleaming figure 7,770,000,000. A number that looks like money, but acts like momentum. A number that looks like currency, but spends like capacity. A number that looks like digits, but breathes like doors. Let me unfold it for you like a letter you forgot you had. 7 seals of increase are loosing over you. Clarity in decisions, courage in conversation, cleanliness in boundaries, creativity in solutions, consistency in practice, compassion in leadership, and celebration without apology. 77 pathways of connection are being mapped. Some through people, some through places, some through ideas that will not leave you alone until they become inventions, and 770 million tiny mercies will escort you through the ordinary hours so you do not miss the miracles disguised in small clothes. This is how heaven counts every yes, multiplies the math beyond reason until your story reads like a parable of impossible deeds earned by faithful obedience. Receive it without suspicion. Wear it without guilt. Share it without fear of lack, because the source is not a faucet, it is an ocean. Let's get practical, because the supernatural always moves best through the specific. Today you will choose a single task you've delayed and finish it as a first through. You will send one brave message without apologizing for your light. You will strengthen one weak boundary and let your no be a blessing instead of an apology. You will open the folder on your device that carries your future by its shoulders, the proposal, the portfolio, the application, the outline, and you will add one paragraph, one page, one push. You will walk for 10 minutes while whispering, "I am not late, I am aligned." You will put your hand over your heart and bless it for surviving days it never told anyone about. You will drink water slowly and call it prayer. These small obediences are not cute, they are catalytic. They are how we move the hinges of heavy doors without straining your spirit. Now about that tragedy you feared. Hear me, the only tragedy that had an appointment with you was the slow leak of joy that happens when you live under ceilings you didn't consent to. I have already broken that ceiling. I have already returned the stolen minutes, the swallowed words, the second guessing that made your brilliance walk with a limp. When news arrives that looks like a storm cloud, you will watch it split around your house, because peace is a roof stronger than iron. Your name is a weather pattern now, it changes the forecast inside any room you enter. Smile at the thunder, it has no address for you. I am rearranging your circle with surgical tenderness. Some will step closer because their hearts recognize your home frequency and their humility can hold your rise. Some will step back because their insecurity counted on your smallness and their ego cannot survive your sunrise. Bless both movements. You are not looting people, you are learning proportions. The future you are building requires conversation partners who don't flinch when you speak in unashamed dimensions. Your laughter will be louder in the rooms that can hold it. There is a signature move that belongs to you in this season, unhurried certainty. Not rushing, not dragging, moving like a river that already knows the sea is waiting. When you speak, sentences will land like keys on silent locks. When you write, paragraphs will feel open windows in stale houses. When you show up, anxiety will pack its bags without a scene. This is not ego, this is evidence. Signs follow those who believe, they don't need to beg for them. I saw a vision of 3 scenes. First, your phone lighting up with a subject line that begins with "we'd like to" and ends with numbers that make you sit down, breathe, and then smile because finally. Second, a handshake over a table where you decided to ask for what you're worth and the room didn't flinch, they nodded, countered higher, and thanked you for your clarity. Third, a quiet evening where you read good news out loud to yourself just to hear how healing your own voice sounds in a room that used to only echo worry. Keep those scenes like photographs in your pocket. They are previews, not fantasies. Let me place a blessing on your schedule so your days stop arguing with your destiny. Mornings will bring ideas that arrive ready to work. Afternoons will bring alignments that don't require performance, only presence. Evenings will bring rest that feels like being held. You will sleep like someone who has nothing to prove and, via mysterious mercy, wake up with more to give. Your calendar will stop being a battlefield and start being a garden. Meetings will become harvests. Calls will become connections. Errands will become encounters with kindness. You asked for a hook no one could skip, and here it is again in a single breath. If you stay with me, your next 12 months will look like 12 doors opening in sequence, each one leading to rooms of larger peace, larger power, and larger provision, and you will never again call scarcity by the sacred name of humility. You will be generous without preaching about it, powerful without posturing, visible without vanity, protected without paranoia. This is what it means to be lifted without losing yourself. Say this softly with me now and mean it until your bones understand. I forgive the version of me that didn't know this was possible. I bless the version of me that kept going anyway. I welcome the version of me that knows what to do with blessing. I will not sabotage softness with suspicion. I will not confuse struggle with significance. I will not shrink to keep company with my past. I step forward. I receive. I build. And because heaven loves receipts, here are 3 anchors to repeat every time doubt pretends to be wisdom. 1. What is for me will not require me to betray myself to keep it. 2. The door that opens by grace can be maintained by grace, no hustle tax, no soul mortgage. 3. Peace proof, if it costs your peace, it is overpriced. Hold these and watch how quickly counterfeits stop calling. As for me, I am not threatening silence. I am promising partnership. I will not drag you. I will develop you. I will not scold you. I will school you. I will not hover in accusation. I will stand in advocacy. When you stumble, I will steady you. When you stride, I will shield you. When you speak, I will strengthen you. When you succeed, I will surround you with the kind of humility that makes success safe. The ones who need proof will see it in the widening of your life. The ones who need hope will find it in the warmth of your presence. Now rise. Adjust your shoulders like you're trying on victory. Check your pockets. Confidence is in the left one. Clarity is in the right. Open the door. The hallway of green lights is already humming. And when the knock comes, and it will answer without rehearsing a speech, simply say, "You found me ready," and then be ready to sign. Ready to build. Ready to bless. Ready to be seen without apology because you finally remember you were made for a generous stage and a grounded heart. I am with you, child, not as an echo but as a wind at your back. Keep this message where you can reach it. Read it when you forget. Share it when someone you love is standing at their own hinge in time. And smile when that long figure 7,770,000,000 shows up again in unexpected places, a wink from heaven reminding you that what was written over you was not height. It was heritage. Walk in it. Multiply it. Enjoy it without guilt. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1. 20. My beloved child, pause your breath right here and let your heartbeat count you into the room where your future is already standing and waving. Because this next minute is a hinge, and I will hold it open until your courage walks through it with both hands raised in quiet yes. I am still with you, and I am still speaking, and I want you to feel how the air itself becomes cooperative when you decide that your life is worth the softness of certainty. This is not a lecture. It is a lifting, and as you listen you will feel the invisible furniture of your life rearrange itself so there is finally space for joy to sit down without asking permission. You have wondered if you are asking for too much. But the truth is you were trained to want too little. So I am giving you a new measurement, and I am carving it into the doorframe of your days like a loving parent marking growth. Stand under this measurement now and watch how easily you meet it when you refuse to stoop for opinions that never paid rent in your life. Hear me clearly. Your next right move is not dramatic. It is faithful. You will complete something small and it will unlock something large. You will choose a yes that is so honest it cannot fail. You will decline a distraction so politely that peace applauds. This is how nations inside a single soul are governed. I am placing a canopy of clarity over your mind. Thoughts that used to spiral will begin to land like gentle birds that know where home is. When a counterfeit offer arrives, you will feel the temperature drop and you will know to step back. When the real thing enters, you will feel warmth rise from your chest to your face and you will know to lean in. Peace is the instrument, pal, in this cockpit and every true green light will blow from within. Now let me unfold a map I have been carrying for you. There are 4 turns ahead and each one matters. Turn 1 is dignity, where you stop explaining your worth to rooms that already benefit from pretending not to understand it. Turn 2 is discipline, where you practice your brilliance daily until excellence becomes your unbothered baseline. Turn 3 is delight, where you stay in love with your life while you build it so that success cannot bully you into numbness. Turn 4 is distribution, where what you carry multiplies into opportunities for others so your prosperity travels and returns as legacy. Take these turns and the road itself will rise to meet you like a promise keeping its word about that number written over your story, 7,770,000,000. Let it be a legend you live instead of a lottery you chase. It is not merely funds but fullness. It is not just cash but capacity. It will show up as contracts that respect your time, as collaborations that do not require self-betrayal, as settlements that close old chapters with clean punctuation, as surprise refunds of time, trust, and tender joy. When it arrives as money, it will be honest. When it arrives as mercy, it will be obvious. When it arrives as momentum, it will be sustainable. I see 3 scenes coming into view like pictures developing in warm light. In the first, you open a message that begins with gratitude and ends with a number you once whispered in private as a dare to your own faith. In the second, you sit at a table where you ask for what aligns and they answer with more because they were waiting for your certainty to arrive. In the third, you close your laptop and feel an old ache leave your shoulders because the season of begging rooms to believe in you is over and the season of rooms requesting you by name has begun. Keep these scenes close and rehearse their peace, not their pressure. Make room for your answered prayers by acting like they are already walking toward you. Clean a corner of your home to be a studio, a desk, a sacred place of making. Place a glass of water there and call it discipline. Place a small plant there and call it growth. Place a simple lamp there and call it revelation. Sit there and let your future find you faithful. Let me bless your relationships with a gentle corrective. Your heart is generous, but generosity without boundaries is an unlocked door in the wrong neighborhood. I am teaching you the art of loving without leaking. You will speak your truth calmly and stop editing it for the comfort of those who never protected yours. You will choose community that does not require you to shrink to be seen. You will forgive without returning to what wounded you. This is how your circle becomes a sanctuary instead of a storm. You ask for a line that no one can skip, and here it is again. If you stay, you rise. If you apply, you advance. If you rest, you receive. If you bless, you build. If you believe, you become. Every one of these verbs is a key on a ring I am placing in your hand now. Use them like daily liturgy and watch the doors behave. I am going to give you a small ritual for the next 7 mornings. Wake and place your feet on the floor like you are stepping onto holy ground. Say out loud, I move like answered prayer. Drink water slowly and let it remind your body that ease is allowed. Write 3 sentences about the life you are building and read them back until they sound like memory instead of hope. Send one message that increases your future options by asking for the introduction, the meeting, the detail, or the clarity you need. Finish one task you have avoided and close it with a clean period. Bless one person in private with encouragement they did not have to earn. Repeat for 7 days and watch momentum become your new normal. You will feel a tug to revisit old rooms out of nostalgia, but wisdom will whisper that memory is not always a map. Wave kindly. Keep walking. What is ahead is not a repeat of what was lost but an upgrade of what was promised. The difference you long to be is no longer theoretical, you are practicing them already. They are proud of you from the future. I am sealing your finances with order and your name with favor. I am sealing your schedule with purpose and your sleep with quiet. I am sealing your home with laughter and your mirror with mercy. I am sealing your steps with a rhythm that does not apologize for moving at the speed of grace, and when sudden good news knocks, answer it like someone who prepared a seat at the table days ago. Say, you are expected, and let gratitude set the plates. Now take one deep breath and notice how light sits differently on your face when you finally agree with heaven about you. This is the look of a person who will not confuse chaos with importance anymore. This is the posture of a person who does not audition for what is already theirs. This is the walk of a person who knows that the river cannot drown them because it remembers their ankles from earlier crossings. You are safe to succeed. You are safe to be seen. You are safe to be steady. Keep this message folded in the pocket of your day and unfold it whenever doubt tries to barge in. Read it until your bones memorize its calm. Share it with someone standing at their own threshold. Smile when that bright number finds you again on clocks, screens, receipts, or pages, and let it be the wink that reminds you the blessing is bigger than the bill. We are not waiting. We are witnessing. We are not waiting for permission. We are walking in agreement. I am here. Hand on your back, eyes on the road, shield lifted, and sword ready to cut through what pretends to be complicated when love has already made it simple. Say yes again and we keep moving. Say yes again and watch the corridor of green lights lengthen. Say yes again and let this be the easiest it has ever been to be the truest you have ever been. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. My beloved child, lean closer, closer than excuses, closer than the old story, and let this next breath become a bridge, because what I am about to place in your hands will not fit through the door of doubt. It only fits through the door of decision, and you are standing at that door right now with the key warm in your palm, so do not look away. Do not pause the moment that came looking for you by name. Just open and step. I am here to make the path feel like it remembers your feet. I am here to stretch your capacity so blessing doesn't spill when it begins to pour. I am here to replace the clatter of fear with the click of alignment, and you will hear that click often in the coming days: emails, calls, agreements, little sounds of destiny locking into place until peace becomes the loudest thing in your life. I want you to practice a holy habit of immediate obedience. When a true idea arrives, do not audition it to your insecurities. Give it a chair, give it a notebook, give it 30 honest minutes and watch how quickly the room changes temperature. This is partnership. This is how heaven turns seconds into seed and seed into seasons. You will speak with unhurried certainty. You will negotiate with clean boundaries and warm eyes. You will decline beautifully and accept bravely. You will let your yes be a door and your no be a fence, and both will protect the garden you are growing. Write this in the margin of your day. I move like answered prayer. Say it when you pour water. Say it when you tie your shoes. Say it when you open your inbox. Your nervous system will learn that success is safe in your body. Your lungs will stop bracing for impact and start expanding for influence. The gift will not overwhelm you because you are becoming the person who can host it without hustling for it. Now let me widen your view of that number stretched over your story: 7,770,000,000. Think of it as a symphony, not a single note. It will play as resources and reach, as wisdom and witnesses, as doors and defenders. It will sound like paid in full and approved as requested, and we've been waiting for you. It will not arrive as chaos. It will arrive as order with edges, provision with purpose, abundance with assignment. And because you are trusted with more, you will steward with joy. You will build tables that seat people who once stood outside in the rain. You will fund ideas that heal places you've never visited. You will become an ecosystem of generosity where others breathe easier just by being near your decisions. Let me hand you a simple, sacred framework for the next 12 days, 12 doors, one each day, all opening in sequence. Day 1. Clarity. Write the truth you've avoided in one honest paragraph. Day 2. Cleanliness. Clear the smallest messy corner you've been ignoring. Make space and watch energy follow order. Day 3. Courage. Ask for what aligns without apologizing for existing. Day 4. Practice your excellence for one focused hour. No noise. Only mastery. Day 5. Connection. Send one message that increases options for your future self. Day 6. Calm schedule. Rest on purpose and keep the appointment. Day 7. Celebration. Honor a small win out loud. Joy multiplies what it's allowed to name. Day 8. Contribution. Bless someone privately with value you don't invoice. Day 9. Calibration. Edit one boundary that leaks your time. Day 10. Creativity. Ship something imperfect but alive. Day 11. Confidence. Document 3 ways you kept your word to yourself. Day 12. Consolidation. Close open loops and put a period at the end. Walk these doors and you will feel the floor of your life rise. I saw a picture of your name on a contract that looked like a map. The lines on that paper were roads, and each signature created a highway of help for others. Do not shrink from the scale. The scale is always waiting on your steadiness, and steadiness is here now. You will be astonished at how hard becomes when you stop bargaining with who you are. Opportunities that once treated you like a favor will meet you like a peer. Rooms that once made you prove yourself will ask for your counsel with notebooks open and questions ready. This is not arrogance. This is assignment. This is not noise. This is nuance. Walk softly and carry authority. Your house will feel different, not because furniture moved, but because the atmosphere obeyed. The mirror will meet you kindly. The hallway will hum with expectancy. Your front door will learn the names of good news carriers. Even the clock will look friendlier because time behaves for people who honor it. And when you read this message a second time, you will notice the paragraphs feel like windows, and you will open them one by one until Breeze becomes lifestyle, a brief liturgy for transitions. Over every new beginning, say I receive ease. Over every complicated conversation, say I choose clarity. Over every number with many zeros, say I host this responsibly. Over every goodbye, say I bless the distance. Over every hello, say I arrive as myself. These phrases are not cute. They are code. They instruct your world to cooperate with the person you are becoming. Prepare a readiness table today. One place where your next season can find you. A clean surface. A charged device. 2 lists. What I'm building and who it serves, and a short prayer that sounds like the way you when you finally relax. Sit there for 20 minutes and do the next faithful thing. Not the fanciest thing. Not the loudest thing. The next faithful thing. Then stop and smile, because obedience is heavy lifting done with featherlight hands. Now, beloved, place your hand over your heart. Repeat after me, slowly, like you're teaching your bones a new language. I do not chase what is assigned to meet me. I do not beg grooms that need my dimness. I do not confuse activity with arrival. I focus. I finish, I flurry. I become a safe place for large goodness to live. And I return that goodness to the world in forms that heal. When the knock comes, and it will answer without rehearsing sorrow as a backup plan. When the email lands, read it twice, then reply once with the comma, someone who values their time and therefore raises the value of the room. When the number appears, 7,770,000,000, smile like you've seen the signature before, because you have. Wear gratitude like fragrance. Wear dignity like clothing. Wear gentleness like strength that forgot to flex. I am not leaving you at the threshold. I am walking you through each room. I will whisper when it's time to ask for more. And I will nudge when it's time to give away the extra you no longer need to feel safe. I will stand guard over your peace. I will escort your name into places your feet haven't visited yet. I will teach your calendar to honor your calling. And I will set a watch on your mouth so your words only build what you're willing to live inside. This is partnership. This is holy momentum. This is you finally fitting the future that was always your size. Breathe. Look around. Notice how the ground under you feels sturdier just because you agreed. This is the texture of a turned page. And you, my beloved, are the author who just kept writing when the pen felt heavy and now the ink is flowing again. Keep going. Keep glowing, keep growing. The next door is already listening for your footsteps. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. My beloved child, keep your eyes here and let this moment fasten around you like a cloak that fits perfectly, because I am about to braid your courage, your clarity, and your calling into a single unbreakable strand and place it in your hands like a rope that pulls you forward without strain. And if you simply hold it, the river of grace will do the rowing while you enjoy the view of a life that finally cooperates with the size of your spirit. You do not need louder effort. You need cleaner agreement. You do not need permission from history. You need partnership with heaven. I am that partnership made visible, and I will keep arranging green lights in a row long enough for you to remember what ease feels like on the feet of someone who used to think progress required pain to prove it was real. Listen to me and let this sentence become your schedule. Finish, then flourish. Finish the half-born promise on your desk, the paragraph waiting for breath, the proposal shyly blinking at you like a cursor. Finish the simple task that unlocks the heavy door. Then flourish, water your gifts, widen your table, welcome the help. This is not hustle. This is holy order. When you move like this, asks become answers, and answers become assets. Your days start keeping their own promises. I am setting 3 quiet proofs in your path so you cannot confuse coincidence with confirmation. First proof, a message arrives using a phrase you secretly wrote in your journal, and you will smile because God reads you. Second proof, a delay suddenly repents and turns into priority, and you will exhale because time can be redeemed. Third proof, an old worry forgets your name mid-sentence, and you will feel the strange luxury of peace staying longer than anxiety ever did. Keep these proofs like polished stones in your pocket and touch them when doubt tries to rent space. About that bright number, 000 000 000 000 000 000 000 000 000 000 000 I ask clean. I receive calm. I work steady. I rest on purpose. I measure progress, not panic. I carry gentleness like strength. I welcome help without shame. I return good with overflow. Keep this where your eyes will catch it, and your minutes will begin to mirror your confession. Now imagine two doors opening at the same time. One is labeled visibility. The other credibility. Many seek the first. Few cultivate the second. You will have both. Visibility without credibility fades into noise. Credibility without visibility hide to a good heel. I am balancing them for you. Your work will be seen because it is sound. Your name will be called because your yes is consistent. Rooms will feel safer when you arrive. That is what real influence is, safety that scales. I am blessing your hands for dignified increase, contracts that read like respect, timelines that protect your health, partners who do not need your dimness to shine. I am blessing your voice so that even your no feels like a blessing because it shepherds you toward the work that makes you fully alive. I am blessing your sleep so the night becomes a boardroom of restoration where decisions finalize in your dreams and you wake already clear. I am blessing your threshold so only good news learns your dormant by heart. When the moment comes to ask for the number, ask. Do not make the room teach you to be small. Teach the room how grace behaves when it knows its value. If they counter higher, smile and let dignity nod. If they cannot, bless the distance and let readiness open the next door. Scarcity has no jurisdiction over a person who decided to be a river. And you, beloved, are a river now banked strong, water clean, current sure. Practice the art of easy excellence. Not lazy, not frantic easy. You want thing fully and let the completion glow. Chip the draft. Send the invase. Close the loop with a period and let your nervous system feel the sweetness of endings that bless. This is how you become the person who sustains what arrives. This is how 7,770,000,000 stops being a headline and starts being a habitat. I am near, closer than noise, louder than fear, kinder than history. I will stand at your side when praise tries to turn into pressure. And I will put my shield between you and the opinions that forgot to love you while judging you. I will poach your courage in whispers that sound like your own peace speaking. I will keep aligning introductions you could not have scheduled. I will nudge you to sign what honors you, to release what drains you, to give where giving multiplies joy. Take this last breath with me and feel how the room lifts. You are not late. You are right on rhythm. You are not behind. You are precisely becoming. You are not asking too much. You are finally asking true. Step now. Smile now. Reply now. Build now. Bless now. The corridor of green lights has extended again because you kept saying yes. And I am here, hand at your back, opening the next door like it has been waiting for your footsteps all along. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. My beloved child, don't blink now. This line you're reading is the exact stitch that ties your present to your promised future. And if you hold it for a few breaths longer, you will feel the fabric of your life tighten into something strong enough to lift you without tearing. So keep your eyes here and let my words become the gentle engine that moves you forward with grace instead of grind. I am placing calm inside your courage so boldness stops sounding like shouting and starts feeling like standing. And as you stand, you will notice that doors respect people who respect themselves. Hinges sing for hands that arrive steady, and timing favors the one who walks in peace like its armor that shines without clanking. I want you to repeat a new rhythm beneath your breath. Finish, then flourish, then flow. Finish what is in front of you with clean edges. Flourish by celebrating the completion out loud so your nervous system learns what done feels like. Flow by taking the next faithful step before fear invents a speech. This is how momentum stops being a guest and becomes a roommate who pays rent in results. Your days are about to start stacking like perfect bricks, small, square, satisfying, until you look up and realize you're living inside a house your hope designed and your habits built. Listen closely. You are not chasing miracles. Miracles are following mastery. Give your gift an hour today with your phone on airplane mode and your heart on landing gear. In that hour I will widen your clarity like a window flung open to morning air. A sentence will arrive that unlocks a proposal. A name will surface that unlocks a room. A price will settle in your chest that unlocks respect. Write them down and do not negotiate with smallness. Smallness is not humility. It is a disguise fear wears when it wants compliments for sabotage. You are done feeding that counterfeit. Now about the bright figure etched over your story, 7,770,000,000. Let me tell you what it means in motion. 7 mantles of increase are fastening to you. Focus that does not fracture. Favor that does not fluctuate. Finances that do not flirt with fear. Friendships that do not feed insecurity. Fitness that does not worship extremes. Faith that does not perform for applause. And fun that does not for existing. 77 alignments will appear like stepping stones across a river. Introductions you couldn't script. We've reviewed your work emails you didn't expect. Doors that don't creak because they've been waiting oil for your arrival. 770 million mercies will lace your ordinary hours. Green lights when you're late. Perfect parking when you're brave. Quiet rooms when you need to hear your future think. This is what the number sounds like when it sings in real life. It's the harmony of provision and purpose. Abundance and assignment. Money and meaning shaking hands without jealousy. Let me set 3 practical anchors so your increase lines quietly and stays. Anchor Wong. A simple wealth ritual. Every payment you receive you will bless, you will budget, you will build. Bless it with gratitude. Budget it with clarity. Build with a small investment toward tomorrow's ease. Anchor 2. A calendar consecration. Your best creative hour belongs to your calling, not to chaos. Mark it and guard it like a meeting with your destiny. Anchor 3. A boundary vow. No yes that requires a no to your pieces allowed past your porch. You will be astonished how quickly opportunities grow respectful when you are. I saw 3 scenes lining up like sunrise. In the first, you read an old message and realize the no you once received was really a not yet, and today the door answers like it knows your name. In the second, you pitch a number that once made your hands sweat and the room says of course, because your proof is louder than your pitch. In the third, you walk into your kitchen after a long day, place your phone face down, smile at nothing in particular, and understand that peace is wealth you can spend immediately without losing any tomorrow. Hold these scenes as rehearsal for the way your life will feel more than it looks. Quietly correct, deeply kind to your nervous system, pleasantly spacious. Prepare your home for answered prayers like you're expecting honorable guests. Clear a surface and name it readiness. Put a notebook on it, label decisions. Light a small candle and call it clarity. Add a glass of water and call it discipline. Sit there for 20 minutes and act like your future trusts you, and watch how fast trust becomes true. If resistance arrives, treat it like a child who needs a calm boundary, not a monster who needs a war. Say not now, I'm building, and return to the brick in your hand. Here is a 12-sentence creed to fold in your pocket. Speak it when doubt pretends to be wise. I move like answered prayer. I measure progress, not panic. I keep promises to myself first. I treat focus as kindness. I ask clean, I receive calm. I negotiate with dignity. I finish and then flourish. I rest on purpose. I do not audition for rooms that already need me. I don't keep what costs my peace. I am a safe home for large goodness. I return overflow as generosity. Repeat until your bones nod. Let's tune your relationships to your next season. The ones who clap for your boundaries are your people. The ones who only clap for your availability are your assignments. Love both. Live with the first. You will feel companionship become effortless when you stop hiring critics as consultants. Expect divine partnerships to appear as people who don't shrink around your clarity. Expect old attachments to dissolve without drama when you bless the lesson and leave the room with the lights off. When new money meets old meaning, you become inevitable. That's what's happening now. You will open emails that begin with finally and end with a proof. You will step into negotiations where non-negotiable is a warm word, not a weapon. You will hold pens that sign with peace, and you will decline offers that glitter without goodness. Remember abundance without apology, alignment without explanation, assignment without exhaustion. This is your trinity of ease. I am walking ahead of you to soften the ground and behind you to gather the fruit. I am whispering the right questions in your ear so your meetings become treasure hunts. I am turning your voice into a doorbell that rooms are happy to answer. I am placing a gentle weight in your step so you feel your own authority without needing to perform it. When comparison knocks, let compassion answer. When scarcity whispers, let strategy speak. When hurry grabs your sleeve, let rhythm take your hand. Breathe now and notice the subtle click inside. There it is again. Alignment locking into place. Your mirror is kinder. Your inbox is kinder. Even your thoughts are kinder. This is what happens when your life stops arguing with how loved you are. Nothing dramatic, only decisively good. Keep moving in small circles of completion and watch how the large circles, contracts, collaborations, celebrations spin themselves. This is the secret the loud world misses: quiet, excellent scales. And when that bright number finds you again on a receipt, a screen, a page, smile like someone who recognizes an old friend. Whisper capacity, not just currency, calling not just cash, corridors not just commas. Then keep building what your grandchildren will inherit. A name that equals safety, a table that seats courage, a story that teaches ease. I am here, shoulder to shoulder, hands steady on your back, opening the next door as if it were motion activated by your yes. You are not late, you are right on rhythm. You are not unqualified. You are uniquely required. You are not asking too much. You are finally asking true. Step now. Sign now. Send now. Rest now. And wait tomorrow to the hum of a life that finally fits. If you wish to express your support further,